Hey, this is Rebel Heart Rose coming live to discuss the inauguration, and I'm supposed to have a guest on coming on shortly. She's on her time. Um, my friend Lashana is gonna appear when she can. Send her a quick message. Okay. Oh, happy day! This means everything right now. And to those who are still guarded, um, we now have people who don't support the white supremacy out there, and I believe some people can change. Good people can. They have a chance to. Give them a chance to change and grow too. That's only fair. That is, now the bad people who refuse to change, dust your hands off of them and just walk away. But I thought something bad was going to happen. I had a bad feeling, but everything went peacefully, thankfully. And I thought it was a bad look to take the launch codes. Good thing they changed them so that they cannot be used by said person. He who must not be named. I'm not giving him an ounce of time. Now, this is history in the making. First woman vice president ever. So this is good because times are changing, and the reason people act the way they are, they hate changes. People hate changes so much they're willing to die to not change. That's sad because everything adapts, everything changes, and we gotta learn to change and adapt with it. We can't just remain the same. I don't know where she's at. I hope I can get a message from her. I told she saw the. I told her 8 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna plug this up very quick. Oh, it was majestic. I love that poem. That was given by Amanda Gorman. I loved it. Was emotional. It was powerful. And I could see her being a leader. I really can. She's going to lead. She's mature. Very mature. A lot of people don't like accountability, so they run from it. Um, Again, not going to waste our time being specific, but in general, yeah. But overall, it was beautiful. The inauguration, the everything went off swimmingly, thankfully. I was praying it would. Um, because a lot of disinformation got out there and people believed it. And they were conned. And now they still believe in it, and they're in a cult. They can't stop being in the cult because they think. Okay, here's the thing. All because someone questions the norms doesn't make him a good leader. Good leaders lead by example, not run away. They would admit defeat when they're beaten. Not saying, not igniting a spark to terrorize, end up being terrorism. That's a what we get. That would be exactly something a dictator would do. Turn you against the media, turn you against the truth. And now a lot of that's going to be hard to. You know what? Right now, let's just celebrate it and have the day. Because we don't have to worry about those tweets. We don't have to worry about inciting violence. For the time being, we can sleep. And that the launch codes had to be changed because of an idiot. A self-absorbed son of a bitch. Again, I'm wasting time on that. But I'm glad they changed the launch codes. And I'm so glad they changed it automatically. Because that would have been grave. Grave indeed. I don't know what's up with a lot of people not wanting change. Change is beautiful if you embrace it. And that poem was inspiring. If I can get the word out right. And the ones I love can be finally at peace and feel like they have the weight of the world off their shoulders. I fight not only for myself, but for others that I love. And for those who can't fight for themselves. The inauguration. Why couldn't they get a country singer that actually represented more of the change? Couldn't they have gotten Dolly? Dolly Parton would have been perfect. She's always there for change. And she accepts people for who they are. And I will reiterate this. All because you're a country singer doesn't make you a Trump supporter. Yet, Dolly is a country singer. She's more liberal than most of them. Now, I wasn't surprised Kid Rock being the way he is. um, I don't know if there's any more because a lot of them keep their stuff pretty much private and not out there. Okay, she's up. Hey there, Shauna.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm gonna use the bathroom right quick. Sorry, I got really distracted. I was learning stuff. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
okay. She'll be back in a little bit. Uh, I don't think she knew she was online when she said that, though. I would like to. Uh, no, I know she told me earlier. It felt like there was a weight lifted off her, so she could finally breathe. I think all of us feel like that now. Not all of us, apparently. There's some others who are weeping and crying because they can't have any more chaos. They can't be openly racist now, or openly mean or cruel. So they're going to behave like little brats who didn't get their way. Yeah, pretty much. I think one side doesn't want any peace at all, more so than the other. I can understand where a lot of people don't trust politicians because a lot of times they failed us. But I have actually gotten the chance to hear Biden in a Zoom meeting when he met with our governor in North Carolina. Um, and the vibe I got from him, he's a genuinely good man. That's the vibe that I got. I think he was sincere about what he wants to do, and he's actually backing it up with actions. He's backing it up. I believe he's going to do his best to back up his talk. And I'm hoping a lot more people can get the help they need. Because right now, the poor middle classes are suffering the worst. I know some in the upper classes they need to work too, as well. But when human rights are concerned, all of us, regardless of class, regardless of labels like that, we are in this together. And it's good to finally have someone that doesn't incite hate or blame one side while they're doing the same thing. I would say that's karma. Karma really comes back to bite somebody on the butt. Usually, yeah. So, oh. Lashana is a teacher. Started teaching the last part of 2020. And she was proud that one of her students, which happens to be female, wanted to be the president. She wanted to run for president someday. See, this is really, really good. This is what we're supposed to. We're supposed to be trying to want to be president, not repel it. See, this is why representation matters, people. Representation. Not just one race, but for everyone. I think diversity is pretty, beautiful. It's like a work of art. Look at the planet. The planet ain't all one color. It ain't monochrome, which is mono. I think it's monochrome. I think mono.
That that's what everybody else was wearing today. Everybody's outfits were so pretty.
That's good. Yeah, Michelle Obama outshined Barack. I loved what she was wearing so much. She was so badass.
She always looks well. I mean, and when she was first, when Barack was first elected president, she didn't have the best outfits, but she grew a little bit. But she always wear her outfits, and she always looks presentable. And but you're right, she outshined everybody.
Yeah. I love that I love that poem that was spoken.
I need to find it and reread it and analyze for myself because I didn't listen to all of it.
And
But
Amanda Gorman is the one who either
yeah,
she wrote it,
hmm
she wrote it, I think.
she
And she
said
was
she had.
inspiring.
Yeah, she said she wrote it when the riots happened. She said she stood up all night writing that.
Yeah. Sometimes some things inspire the greatest in us. Oof, I mean, what about your feelings about it? About the
Um,
inauguration?
I I was really excited because I use this as a teaching tool for my students. Um, they asked a bunch of questions, and I would look them up because some of the questions they asked I didn't know, to be honest with you. So we looked it up, and I used it as an education tool. And I realized this: they were so engaged with the inauguration today that they actually stayed the full amount of class today. So that's
See?
saying something.
Yeah, and representation matters. Especially having our first woman president of color and a woman, period. But that's a
It's
start.
about damn time.
Yes, it is. Next step, president. And
But my question is, like, I was looking up before doing where do the vice president live, and they live like off the U.S. Naval Observatory. It's only like 2 miles away from the White House, and it's a pretty house. Of course, it's not as luxurious as the White House, but it's still pretty. And I was looking up the history behind that. It was pretty cool.
that is cool. Oh,
But I want to know, like, how does her husband? I can't pronounce his name right. How does he feel about being the first gentleman or first
yeah,
husband?
looks like he's
What's his
super
title?
supportive. The way he's acting super supportive. Like, he doesn't mind. I mean, it's just a position. It shouldn't be more power than the other. But
That's true, and he did release a video. I haven't watched it yet. Thanking everybody. I need to watch it. It's on Twitter. It's probably on his page on Twitter. But
yeah,
yeah,
I just followed his page too.
I'm
Yeah, and the first male vice president. No, no, first gentleman, second gentleman. Technically, the first, second gentleman. And soon, one day, we'll have a first gentleman, or it doesn't matter who you're with or end up marrying. So, we'll see.
My thing is, do you have to be married to be qualified as president?
Yes,
Like, can there?
technically, yes. Technically, a lot of people were more going to vote for a family-oriented person, more than likely. I think studying it, they did technically had to be married.
Well, that's a stupid law.
It's because a lot of people rather vote for someone who's family oriented over someone single and partying.
I mean, but not everybody that's single parties though. I
I
mean,
know, but that's not how a lot of public sees it. Sadly, you have to go by what the majority will see it like, including conservatives. A lot of people
I
feel
mean,
safer
I get it,
if
but then
it's someone they could depend on with the family in that way. But maybe to me, if it's so much of a workload, a single person can handle it. But with a family, it's more of a strain on the individual.
yeah, that's true. I didn't realize that Biden was almost 80. He's like
He
78. I
was
didn't
only
realize he was
four
that old.
years. He's only 4 years older than Trump, by the way. And
That's
people
true.
acting, he's too old. He's only 4 years older than Trump. I mean,
That's
come
true,
on,
but
get real,
I don't.
people. Stop the ageism. Because I know a
I
couple
mean,
of
that's true,
30,
but see,
20 or 30-year-olds that drop dead for no reason. So that's not the age doesn't guarantee you health either, or bad health.
that's true, but like, I was wondering, like, he looks good for his age, though. Him
Yeah,
and his wife.
he does because he runs. He actually ran with Barack Obama. They actually keep in shape,
That's true.
and he did good for him having a stuttering issue. But that he was born with, he did really well in a speech. I loved his speech.
And he speaks in complete sentences, whether he stutters or not.
At least he could read. Come on, if he read off of anything, at least he could read right.
And he didn't use no stupid hand motions either. Oh my god.
I use hand motions sometimes, so at least we have a regular colored person instead of orange. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I rather have. I don't really want to have an orange. Ah, that does sound racist, don't it?
kind of, but we all know what you're meaning because like
Yeah.
he's literally orange. Like
He chooses
like
to be
oranges should
orange.
be showing.
He chooses to go against his own.
I don't see this is like this is what I don't understand.
It's
Again,
like he gets a bad spray tan.
like I don't get it. Why they want to be dark like black people, but they hate us. Like think about it.
They hate you because they're jealous. They want to be you, and if they can't try to be you, they're going to hate you. They're going to condemn you so hard that y'all can't rise up because they want that power over y'all. And when they can't have it, you see all hell break loose at Capitol Hill. There's people afraid to lose their
Yeah,
power.
and my thing is, I hope something actually happens with the Senate trial. Because what if they don't, actually impeach him? Impeach him. He's
So
gonna
they're
come
going
back
to
as a
do it
president.
Monday, right? They're going to do it this Monday, right?
I'm not sure.
I know Mitch McConnell. I just know what Lindsey Graham said, which I'm not even going to even believe any word coming out of that guy's mouth. He said they're going to impeach him Monday. That gave me a little hope, but yet I've known him to be a liar. He switches sides too often. It's backlash.
And did you see the way he looked when Biden spoke? Like you could feel the hate in his eyes. Like if you really pay attention, you could just feel it. Like when you watch the whole
Before all of
inauguration,
this, yeah, back in 2016, he was praising Biden. Biden was there for him for um for things, and he was praising him back in 2016. Why the hate? Why did the sun change? Seriously. I think they hate that they lost the
I'm
power.
surprised Kamala. Yep, I didn't know he had an Asian wife. I don't know if she's Chinese or what race, but I didn't know he had an Asian wife. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get another black president too, or any other different race one day. I would like to see a native get it.
Seriously. And see, and one
And
thing
it's
like
about damn time for a native too to be up there.
seriously, it's way past time. But like
Way past time.
I was happy when he appointed Deb Holland. She's indigenous. She's the head of the Department of the Interior now. So it's about time a native has that position.
Yes.
It's a start.
And we have some in Congress, I think, a couple. And one actually one's gay too. So yay. Representation does matter. And we have transgenders being transgender community being represented. I'd like to have a lot of people represented because I know how important that is for kids to look up and see themselves in a position like that, someone that looks like them.
And wasn't one of the Georgia senators that was appointed today? Wasn't one Jewish? I know one was black and he was
Yes, one is
pastor.
Jewish. Yeah,
That that's cool too.
that's also backstabbing Trump's goons too, because Nazi loving. So I was really happy with all the representation that's going in.
I was I was just happy nothing happened, like nothing bad
Me
happened.
too. I was a relief because there was some. I had a really bad feeling about this, and then something not happened. Other than, other than, which I was worried for a little bit because stupid Orange Cheeto took the launch codes with him. But I read up on that, and they automatically changed the launch codes.
That
So
got
Trump
someone
can't use
having
them. Yeah, Trump can't use them because they're different now. So I don't know what he was
I
thinking
know
about
what,
taking them with him, but he can't do squat shit with them now.
but I did
So
hear that Trump did leave. I heard that Trump did leave Biden a letter. At least he did that. I don't know what
yeah,
was said
but
on
that's
it,
coward. He
but
couldn't face him face to
I
face.
heard it was
That's a coward's
that's
move,
true. But at least
Lashana.
he did
Though,
one.
why didn't he face him face to face like a real man? Because he knows he did wrong.
That's true. But at
He
least
knows
he
he
did.
did it. He knows he done a lot of stuff wrong. That's why
At
he
least
can't face people face to face. That's why he wasn't at the inauguration.
well, we all know that. But I'm saying is at least he kept up with that position, and at least Pence had enough of a spine to act decent. Him
I
and his
give
wife.
Pence credit for that. I do give Pence credit for that. It doesn't mean I respect the man because they enabled Trump to get that far. And having to impeach him a second time, the only president in history to get impeached twice. And this one, they might go
Yep.
all the way through with it because he's out anyway.
But I'm not understanding the hate from well, I get why the older white people are hating him, but like
Because
I said, the guy saw the why
they're losing their power.
giving that guy the.
The
I'm
thing
like,
is,
have y'all not
a
learned
lot
anything from the civil rights?
apparently not, because they want to keep control. Control and power is what a lot of them thrive on. And losing that, they'll go insane. I don't I don't understand why people think that what Trump did was good and still defend him. Even I'm ashamed that my mom still defends him. You don't do
I,
that. You don't disrespect. You don't incite violence and expect not to be held accountable.
and then some way she tried to sell Nancy Pelosi's computer to freaking Russia. I mean, how much
I
of
know.
an
I seen
idiot do
that.
you have to be? And they said they only caught one person from North Carolina. I know there's more than one more person from North Carolina on that damn riot. They need to hurry up and get all these people.
Yeah, they need to get them all. All of them. There should be no more tolerance for. And I heard Biden talk about when he was inaugurating some of the people. He said he will not tolerate anyone disrespecting anybody. I will fire you on the spot if you do. That is what needed to happen when Trump was in there.
Even
A
some
lot of people need to
Republicans
put their
are
foot down
saying
with
now,
Trump.
even some Republicans have done that now. Some, not all, but some.
Oh, they made their mistake the first time. Some of them learned from it, some of them didn't. I'll forgive the ones
And the
who
ones that really
changed.
didn't, they need to get out of office. They need to be, I don't know, they need to
And
be impeached too.
the ones who challenged the election need to be fired on the spot.
That too.
I wouldn't tolerate that shit. If you're not down with democracy, it's the people that decides it. I let them be thrown in front of people to judge. Let them vote for what to do with them. I can name a couple that I would like to see out.
At least Mitch McConnell's not the majority anymore.
No, he's minority. That's why they're kissing up. That that's the reason why they're um kissing ass. They don't have the power anymore, so they want to kiss ass to try to stay in good terms. I grew up with the way some of these people think. That's one thing they're good at is
I
kissing
mean,
up to whoever's in charge.
like, think about it. Imagine if black people and brown people all over the USA did what they did 2 weeks ago. There'll be a whole
Oh,
lot of
they would have
dead
been
bodies
shot. I'm
on
not going to
site.
deny that.
On site.
Yes, they would, and a lot of more people would have been killed, or bruised, or beaten, or ended up. Look what they did to the protesters in the streets, which is not even as bad as doing it to the Capitol. The Capitol thing was a hell of a lot worse. It was more on terrorism type level shit. Seizing a building, going in and stealing stuff from the Senate. That's terrorism.
And
That is
and
not, that
harassing
is,
police officers.
yes, that too. And even some of the police officers were in on it.
I know. I know. I knew that from the get go.
Yeah, because it was way too damn easy. I still think that was orchestrated from within. They need to figure out who did it and fire their ass. And
Seriously,
someone,
no
there,
benefits or
it has
nothing.
to be, it has to be someone that's in Senate that wasn't there or went home earlier.
At least we need to take the person, whoever was smart enough to gather the votes and hide before they went
Yeah.
in the chamber.
Yeah, that cop who protected the Senate so they can get in a safe place was defending the vice president now. Kamala. He was bodyguard
Mhm.
to Kamala today.
And he was still watching for people. I said, "How do I? He ain't playing."
That's a good one. That's what you call doing your duty. That's what you call a real policeman. That's how you do a job.
His his name is Eugene Goodman. He deserves a Medal of Honor.
Yeah, he does. That's the one that deserves a Medal of Honor, not this racist pig. What's his name? That Trump gave a medal to. Um, Limbaugh,
Hmm.
Limbo,
Hmm.
Bimbo, Rush Limbaugh. I think that's it. But I want to call him Bimbo.
Yeah, but my
I
thing
don't
is,
understand why he deserves a medal.
he's one of Trump's buddies. That's why. That's all.
That's it. He's racist. He gives racist medals. Why can't people see that Trump's blatantly racist? And a lot of people thought they could get by with it with Trump. So you now know who the racist people are now. And now they're trying to buddy up with you. But you already know not to trust them.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him with a hazmat suit on and 10-foot pole.
Yeah. A lot of people have I think a lot of people have opened their eyes and yet there's some still closed.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really a Democrat or Republican. I'm totally independent.
Independent,
But
yes.
his racist ass has got to go. Like, he
Who?
was just no. I had
Who?
I had Christian people tell me that I said his racist ass had got to go.
Oh,
But I had Christian people tell me like Trump was gonna win again because it was appointed by God. I said, "Are you out your mind?"
no, Lashana, an eagle flew over Biden's place or something twice. And usually eagles are native.
Hmm.
Well, they do that for the winter or some for good luck. It's a good omen. So the eagle defeated Trump too. Now I'd say Biden was appointed by God more than likely because of the eagle, just the sign of the eagle.
You can tell who really reads their Bible because I keep telling people Trump is the Antichrist. Who holds
He
a
can
Bible
be
upside
a
down?
antichrist, but he isn't the antichrist. He is anti-Jesus, but he isn't the antichrist for the end of times.
I don't know. He was acting like it.
Anyone can antichrist. He may be an antichrist, which he is. A lot of people are, especially his buddies. Um, the funny thing is he had problems with the Key Largo place that he was supposed to go to. Apparently, he got it worked out to where he could stay though. So, but
but like we were talking about before, he does not have qualities of a Christian leader. He does not.
He can't even hold up the Bible the right way. That should have been
Exactly.
lesson number 1. He didn't respect the Bible. 2, I don't care whether you're a Christian or not. Even an atheist would have been better treating people. He had no morals. You can have morals whether you're Christian or not.
That's true. And then his wife wasn't no better than him. She was
She
anti-Christmas.
had, yeah, she was. She didn't want to put up anything Christmassy. Christmas originally. I found out the origins of Christmas and found it ironic. Halloween actually was a Christian holiday, not a pagan.
It was. It was.
And Christmas was the opposite.
Yeah, that's why my granny didn't believe in having a Christmas tree and all that. She said that wasn't the part of the Christian faith. That was part of paganism. Like the tree and stuff. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
Saint
part.
Noel. It's even a song I think Noel was stolen and redone. It's like Christian took things from a different religion, not paganism technically, or Satanism, not really. But they take things from other cultures and cultivate it into it. White people did steal from other cultures and put it into Christianity.
That's what I keep telling people about the U.S. government. I keep telling my students the government was based off the Haudenosaunee. They had their own government and everything, and basically all
Mhm.
the articles and the oh gosh, my brain is going dead. The Constitution. That was all part of the Haudenosaunee. It's just different, but it was kind of like the same. The founding fathers, I put in quotes, they just basically copied off of that and made it their own.
Yeah, the founding fathers, all of them weren't Christian. There was atheist founding fathers. And even a lot
That's
of
true
them
too.
were hypocrites at best.
Oh yeah, because they were slave owners. Yeah.
I would say I can't defend even one of them. Not even. It was bad to own slaves, but at least some people bought them to free them. But even the participation was bad.
My thing is, most white people see black people as the least patriotic, but fail to realize we've had our head done in everything. From building the Capitol to building the White House, all the pretty monuments you see, we built that.
Even building the where's that country thing? Uh, they helped build, if I'm not mistaken, the Grand Ole Opry. And then there's Charley
I
Pride,
heard that, but I have to look.
country singer, black,
Hmm.
great guy, great singer.
Who also died of COVID, who shouldn't have died of COVID. Like
Exactly.
400,000 other people.
See, incompetence. This is where incompetence has gotten us very much. There's people who cannot be brought back to life because of stupidity. And now Biden has a lot of stuff to get through and a lot to take on. And he already started it before he took office. He's already
Yeah, he
backing up
already
his
signed like 17.
yeah, he's actually
Yeah, he
already
already
backing up
signed at
his
17.
talk. Go ahead.
And then one thing I'm glad of, he stopped the key XL pipeline. That was a big deal for many Americans, especially indigenous tribes. So he officially put into that today as well.
So he did help the natives.
Yeah.
There's some people who are complaining about that because it's a big FU to Canada. But no, it's helping the natives. And it's wrong for the
I mean,
environment. He did good.
he helped everybody because I was
Exactly.
friends with a guy on I was friends with a guy that lived in that area, and he was supportive, and he posted something. I shared something about it, and he posted a stupid comment. I said, I want you to tell those families who have cancer from the stupid pipeline that you just said. I just want you to. Because everyone deserves access to clean water. Everyone deserves that. I don't care
Exactly.
who you are. Why would you want to poison people's water?
And besides, natives were here first.
That part too.
See me. And who owes who land? It's
And then like the pipeline, it already released oil leaks twice before, I think.
I don't get why people saying, "Oh, you should get over the past." They don't owe you a damn thing. Seriously? The betrayals, all that hardship, and you don't feel like you don't owe those people anything? Or any of the people you done wrong anything? That's lack of empathy, and I feel like that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They can't put themselves in the shoes of the people that were done wrong.
I think Biden mentioned something similar to that earlier. He said try to think about someone else or something like live in somebody else's shoes or something to that effect.
I've heard Biden speak when he spoke to our governor during the elections or during when they
Mm-hmm.
were going around speaking. I had a Zoom meeting with him, and he came off genuine, like he was gonna do something.
Mm-hmm.
I had more of a good feeling about him now after learning more about him. Not judging him based on age, because come on, age can be wisdom too, and a lot of people are looking at it just a health. He's going to have a lot of people in there that's going to be looking after his ass, health wise. They got money to take care of him. That's the
He's got the
least
best.
of the problems.
He's got the best healthcare in America forever.
Exactly. So y'all are just complaining about his health and his age. Is that all you got on him? And then his compassion. He can't even hug his own granddaughter without people saying he's a pervert. That's showing compassion. Some people are touchy-feely. Doesn't make them any much.
Did
Uh,
didn't Trump say that? Didn't Trump say before that he would date his own daughter? Did he say that for one particular?
exactly. Yes, he did, and there's like a lot of evidence against Trump. Trump held his hands on his daughter's hips. He had his daughter sit on his lap in a certain way and had his hands positioned weird.
That's just nasty.
He kissed his daughter on her mouth, a grown up daughter on her mouth.
That's just weird and nasty. That's just.
That's the one they should be going against, but yet they can't see that. And they can't find anything on Biden other than Biden's son. Which there wasn't nothing there. They tried to look for it. There was no evidence, no nothing. The conspiracy theories have run too much amok that QAnon has grown so rapidly, and it's scary and frightening.
It's scary to think how many people actually voted for him to be amongst people who you think are normal,
Yes, and
but
you
they're
would
not.
think, yeah, and it's some of the people you didn't think would vote for him, but they did. I
I
never
still have
voted for the
neighbors.
guy. I'm glad I never voted for the guy at all. At all. He
Mm-mm,
never did once get my
mm-mm,
vote. Nope.
mm-mm.
Nope, nope, nope.
Pence won't either when he tried to run again.
I ain't doing it. I'm not. And I don't think a lot of people will as soon as they see a lot of stuff coming better. Um, I'm so sad that it had to come to this. We could have been better off if we had someone who would have listened to advisors instead of just running amok, running a con. But that's what his business is, conning.
Like like I can't tell you how refreshing it felt to actually follow the White House again on Twitter.
Yeah, I accidentally followed the Trump one, and then I unfollowed till I realized. I finally found the right one, and I followed it.
I
I
mean this,
did.
but my thing is why didn't I know they didn't do this in most elections or most of them, but when does the vice president have a chance to speak to the public?
I don't know. I think Kamala, after looking through everything, I had to hear her explain that one situation. I think she'd make a good one. She's a powerhouse, and I actually believe she wants to help people.
You're right, because like at first I didn't really like her, but I've gotten to know her better. Um, I read up more about her. I kind of like her better now. I mean, she has my support fully now.
Yeah, she's strong.
Believe other people tell you.
I would have
Um,
loved to
I
see
think
her like
I
debate Trump though. She would have toured Trump again instead of actually a petty battle between that first debate between Biden and Trump was like two babies. One's mature, one's like a brat.
entitled brat.
Mm-hmm. Orange entitled brat. I think all the entitled brats are following the entitled brat.
At
And,
least
and,
Pence was
and it's the same people who call anyone who's different than them entitled. Irony.
like I just don't understand. Like I said this. I don't know if I told you this, but I said this before when Trump got elected. I said we're gonna pay for this one, and sure enough, here we are.
Well, I'm glad they had those launch codes switch automatically. It does it automatically.
I'm more talking about the pandemic
Oh yeah,
still.
it could have been way worse with those launch codes. This is bad, but if he actually had usable launch codes, and did not give them back, just think of the damage he could have done even more by selling them. He can't use them now. So that's one threat eliminated.
And my
That's the
thing is the whole Russia thing.
Yeah, one of his followers tried to sell Nancy's laptop, thinking it had evidence on it, and to Russia. Why would you sell it to Russia? Wouldn't you want to be giving it to an official in office to try to get her? No, they don't have nothing on Nancy. They have nothing on Nancy Pelosi. They have nothing on Biden. They have nothing. By the way they're
And her house,
doing.
and her house was vandalized along with Mitch McConnell too.
I do not like Mitch McConnell, but you don't go into someone's house and do that shit. It makes
That's
sure
not.
it makes sure what you stand for go dark and nobody wants to be on your side then. There's better ways if you use your brain. I don't like
Imagine Black Lives Matter people went. Imagine Black Lives Matter people went to cops' houses and did all that type of shit.
Yeah, most of the people who did that shit happened to be white protesters, by the way.
I
Even
know
in
that.
BLM. And some of them who started the riot, I know in one situation, were undercover cops. But guess who the majority gets blamed? The good ones.
Yep.
With a good reason to fight for something. But yeah, having these Neanderthals at the Capitol that have little to no brain and probably small hearts.
They got more than small hearts. They got small brain cells. Don't have any.
I met especially the men. They have small ones. They have to have the guns to compensate what they lack.
I think most of the writers have like interbreeding going on or something. Gotta be.
Yep,
And then that lady that tried to make herself cry, but she had a freaking onion in a towel. I said, "You gotta be
yeah.
kidding me."
That was like, really? You're going to complain about that when Black Lives Matter protesters got more injured and they've gotten assaulted by police without doing anything. All they
And
did
the
was throw
one, there was
bottles.
a lady that
You
had
you
her eye.
can even throwing a bottle would not hurt you. Just use your shield and block it. You don't have to attack people or cause them to go into or abuse them. And police are supposed to de-escalate the situation, not escalate it.
At least there's a lot more police departments taking initiatives to have a mental health person doing those jobs
Exactly.
now.
I think someone that has PTSD doesn't need to be on the force. PTSD is
Not,
dangerous, not only to that cop, but for others around him or her, because there can be a reaction during that, and it takes it out on someone who doesn't need to be taken out on.
yeah, I just don't. I get it, but then I don't get it. It just boggles my mind. Like,
Yeah, PTSD is is actually dangerous. Only got a little bit of knowledge on it, but I know a person could be dangerous when they get there. When they react with that, and they could be angry and take it out on those around them. Let's say a veteran had it, and he ends up abusing the wife, even verbal, because of it.
There's been cases of like former soldiers killing their whole family.
Exactly. They need to be treated in a special way until they can get it manageable, but they don't need to be on the force at all.
I wouldn't trust them to do office work.
Yeah, and office work is one that they can still do. But and also look up for ones who have connections to racial groups. I met racist groups, and if they've known to be a part of a racist group, they don't need to be on the force. Because you're supposed to protect everybody, not just those who you think deserve it or not. Like
I
I,
honestly did not realize how many hate groups there
yeah, that means clearing out a lot of people. Like I
are.
said,
Like,
I'm for all clean and house and starting all over. Because sometimes that's necessary. That's really necessary, and I think that should be the case.
well, if that would happen, wouldn't there need to be like another election, like for
Now,
certain positions?
yeah, just only for those certain positions, like people voted for like a sheriff and stuff like that. But a lot of them are just hired.
It's amazing to see all the black people that's in Congress and the Senate and all
Yes.
those places, higher up
And
places.
finally having some natives up there, finally. I love seeing different colors. I was saying right before you got on that this world is so beautiful, and it's like you don't want it like monochrome. Is it monochrome?
Mm-hmm.
All one color. And this earth is painted, it's like a painting with a lot of different colors. That's what makes it beautiful, every color put together, not just one. Why can't people see it that way?
That that's what I'm trying to educate myself about all cultures. I honestly don't know a lot about Asian cultures. I really
Asians
don't.
are,
So I'm trying to educate
a
myself
lot of
more
them
about
are
them.
dead smart, but a lot of them eat cats and dogs. That is actually true. But Asians are smart, normally. There are some exceptions, like there are some smart blondes. No offense to anyone blind. It's like you beat the stereotype. And I love Japan with the kimonos. And a lot of them have a respect. You have to bow down when you enter. You can't bow down too low. You have to bow down just enough
Mhm.
for respect. I think that's
Mhm.
Japanese culture. And some you have to
Mhm.
remove your shoes and sit on the floor on your knees and
Mhm. I didn't realize in some cultures it's not polite to stare someone else in the eye.
Some, yes. I actually heard of that. I don't know where. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. I don't know which culture that is.
But yeah, I fully support Harris all the way. She has my full support now. Um, I'm looking forward to see. I will be paying more attention to the VP position now to see what she does.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, their house they're gonna live in is pretty amazing. I think the first it was first set to live in like after the 1970s, and then that just kind of became like where the VP lives. It's a pretty house.
Yeah. Yeah. At least we got animals back in the White House. They have dogs. Didn't he have a cat though? The Biden cat.
I thought Biden had a dog.
He has two dogs, but there was one time they talked about him having a cat too,
Oh, that's cool.
and it was the first cat in the White House. He has two dogs I know of.
There was another president that had cats before. I forgot who it was
Oh,
though.
here it is. This is on USA Today. They're going to add a cat to family dogs. They're going to add a cat. That was back in November.
Oh, that's so cool. hmm I want to have a pet Kamala has. I don't know if she has any pets or not.
Yeah, they talked about they'll be joined by a cat, but we haven't heard of it yet. Well, Jill said she would love to have a cat and have it around. They talked about having a cat, so it'll
hmm
be the first ever cat. Wait a minute, the last cat to live in that White House was a black cat, India Willie Bush. That was in George W. Bush had the first
Yep.
cat ever to live in the White
hmm
House. Dang it. I did not know that. So they're trying to bring another cat in. Okay, as long as we have pets. I don't trust a president who hates pets, who hates animals. That tells you right there they're not a good person.
Wasn't Trump attacked by an animal like an eagle or something?
The eagle attacked him. And I trusted Eagles knowing. An eagle attacked him and an eagle helped him lose. See the irony in that? And the eagle,
It
the
was a
bald
good.
eagle is the symbol of America.
It'd been really fun. The bird pooped on him, or the eagle pooped on him.
I'm gonna have to send you that GIF of That's one of my favorite GIFs. I cannot. Now I love eagles because of that GIF. That eagle attacking them. The eagle didn't like them. If a lot of animals attack you, they don't like you. There's something wrong with you. Has to be.
Animals, they know who's good
They
and who's bad.
they know. can't fool an animal. Like with Marie and Speedy. They knew when O'Malley wasn't coming back. And they acted just like O'Malley did. Even Speedy's getting to where she's almost jumping up on me. Yeah, so I gotta let O'Malley go. I just hope he wasn't killed. That he's treated good. That's all I can say. I don't like the person stealing my kitty. I hate people stealing stuff like that. Not stuff, but stealing other people's pets, loved ones. It's like having your own child stolen. Catnapped. But
It is, and
it's better that and they have a good home than them dying. So I'd
that's
rather
true.
have him have
And I
a
think they're
good
doing
home.
like I think they're doing the ball right now, the ball type thing. I think they're doing that now.
Wow. What ball thing? Like ballroom?
The inaugural ball, they always they have the inaugural ball like they do, but
Oh,
it's gonna
that's
be
cool.
less people. Cause I know there's some artists performing like Demi Lovato and Katy Perry and all those type people.
Is it called Celebrating America?
Think so.
Yeah, I see it. A band's playing. I know. Let me ask you, do you know if, for certain, that Garth Brooks was a Trump supporter?
Well, I've heard a lot of things, but lately I heard he's more on the Democrat side. He was asking for unity, and he got a lot of backlash for that. But I wouldn't say that he hasn't been a Republican, but lately he's been leaning towards Democrat. I will have to look that up myself. But reading up
Yeah,
about
I
him,
heard one thing on TikTok, and I don't want to put any judgments on him yet, whether he is or isn't. He seemed always to be a good guy to me.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
he's a good singer. But I hate the fact that people could um label country singers as conservatives when Dolly Parton is clearly not a conservative, and she's a
It
country
shocked
singer.
me when she supported Black Lives Matter.
I'm not surprised. She's always done stuff like that. She always pushed the envelope. She's always for everybody. I've grown up on her music. I've known her. Um, basically, not as a in person, but I've known the kind of person she portrays herself to be. She's always been accepting of everyone, no matter what you are. And she's pushed the envelope for women's rights. So as soon as she hit women's rights, I knew. And she keeps
And we
on
just
doing it.
received a, and we just received a right to vote 180 years ago. Someone mentioned that during the whole inauguration
Yeah.
process. Like, that hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Because Betty White just turned 99. I said, wow.
Yeah. And as long as she's protected too, we've got gems that need to be protected.
Dolly Parton, Betty White, um, Michelle Obama. She's up there with them. I can put George W. Bush. I mean, he has grown a lot as a person, and we thought he was bad.
Yeah, people can change. I believe that. It's a choice to change, and I believe they can change. As long as you stand out of hand. I mean, I believe that because I've grown. A lot of people can grow. It's not like they're stuck in one way. They just need to be shown the way. You know?
And he loves Michelle Obama to death. He loves them.
I know. I mean, isn't that redemption? I mean, he wasn't perfect, but he was nowhere near as bad as Trump.
Nowhere near. We thought, in the time, we thought he was the worst.
Yeah, now we've seen the worst, and yeah.
And he's a
Oh,
good artist
they're
too. He
singing
has
the
like,
Rent. They're singing my favorite song from Rent. Wayne Brady. Yeah. And let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. A lot of people are really celebrating it. Oh,
I really wish someone would have some fireworks. I need the same energy people had when Trump got elected. I need that same energy.
yeah. Yeah, you know that song that said 525,600 minutes? That's one of my
Hmm.
favorites from Rent. They sung that before Let the Sunshine In. Orlando Jones, too. I didn't know he could sing. Huh. He can learn things new. I know people hate a lot of the progressives because they hate change. Because they think it's evil to let people make a choice for themselves.
Did you see Lady Gaga's dress?
I thought Lady Gaga was beautiful and stunning, and she did a wonderful job.
She did,
Um,
but I wasn't getting the Hunger Games vibe though. I mean, she looked good, but I wasn't getting where she was coming from with that.
no, I thought it was kind of tame of her, actually. What she had on was
No,
tame. Compared to the
that's
others,
true,
it
but the
was
Hunger
really
Games,
tame.
that's true. At least J Lo decent today and covered herself up. At least.
Yeah, and I loved her without too much makeup because she looks beautiful, just natural. My sister, before she
So
passed,
does
she loved Lady Gaga. She loved her.
mm,
So I think my sister were alive, she'd be against Trump. 100%. She'll
mm,
be the one to agree with me. Because Joy is the one who taught me a lot and showed me a lot of the music from Stevie Wonder, Little Richard. Introduced me to that growing up. It wasn't my parents, it was her.
uh-huh.
Again, she would have been on my side. It's hard being here, knowing that there's three people that'll still defend that Orange Menace is. It's three against one, and I can't even win because no one believes the truth in this house. I have to feel the need, like, to back up what I say with evidence every time,
Uh-huh.
and take it that if a man says it or a preacher man says the same thing I do, they'll believe that man before they'll believe me.
Uh-huh.
If I was born a boy, they would let me get away with anything. But what they did with Salem, they're letting him get away with a lot of stuff. With me, they never let me get away with anything. Anything. And I never hit them. I never did anything like that boy did.
Right.
I'm just saying, there's still a gender difference on how they treat. If that is, and that they treat blood a lot better than they do adopted and foster. That's obvious. That's an issue that's still going on.
And that's terrible.
It is. I'm glad everyone's a lot of spirits have been lifted, though. A lot of people were scared. And I think a lot more knew more information than I did, too. I
I
believe the side of the more intelligent intellectuals because they studied, they looked, and they know. And I know I don't know everything, and I know I need to learn.
exactly. I feel
But
that
I
way
don't.
too.
But I'm also not that ignorant to follow someone blindly.
That's what happened with Hitler. And then there's people out there still judging Kamala, saying, "Well, she's not black and she's not this and she's not that." It's still the race issue with her,
You can never,
mostly.
you can never make everyone happy. There's always going to be people complain. He did the same thing with Obama, saying he wasn't all black.
Or he wasn't born in America.
Hawaii at that time was a part of America, but it's a part of it now, so it doesn't really matter. It's a part of it now.
Pretty much.
So that doesn't matter.
And Trump finally admitted that President Obama was born as a U.S. citizen. Finally.
Finally, because my mom and them still believes that shit. I told her that was a lie. See, gossip is like that. And that's why I don't go to their church because they love to gossip. And their gossiping church is a lot of them a lie. Playing out in the preacher they have, he was against BLM and had the audacity to say all lives matter.
I find it interesting that the people that always say like Blue Lives Matter, they've been
There ain't no such thing as blue lives. Unless you're dead and cold and blue. It's only the color of a shirt. A lot of people use that
and they only say
against you because of the racist intent behind it.
hmm hmm
A
I
lot of
said
people
we don't
don't
have the Blue
study.
Lives people now when people were climbing up.
Exactly.
I'm
If
like,
all
where
lives
are all the Blue
matter,
Lives people now?
I told my significant other this. If if all lives really did matter to those people, then why are they so dead set on shooting people? Think about it. They're so dead set to shoot and kill people. What happened to all lives matter? Wouldn't you not want to kill people? And then they get on women killing babies? But yet they rather shoot and kill a human being? that's alive and breathing. There's a reasons for certain choices to be made. For a doctor and a woman, government shouldn't be involved with that. That's a professional's job to say between the doctor and the woman and whoever she decides is a part of it. That's
That's true
separate. That's separate. But
because
being willing to go and kill people and be okay with killing people and then professing all lives matter, that's hypocritical. And I know a lot of them would take animals and abuse them and kill them. So I know too many people around here. And the hypocrisy is so. Mm,
and it's
so
sad because most white people treat their animals better than they do other human beings, especially non-white human beings.
women, yes. I cannot say the same thing about guy rednecks. Not all rednecks are that way, but I know a few of them who joked about hurting animals. Maybe women, yeah. I don't know about some of them guys that I know of. A lot of them love to shoot and kill around here. I can't deal with it.
That was
I
freak.
can't stomach it, really.
That was a freaking ex of mine. That was an ex of mine. You know who I'm talking about. We saw a deer and he wanted me to stop so he could shoot and kill it. I said, "No, are you crazy? Where you gonna put? You not putting that in my car?"
Ask the question, do you want to get shot at? There's some animals that I know we eat meat, but I don't want to do the killing. At least treat them nice before you kill them. Give them a good life. Treat them right. At least
And
be
deer is
humane
too
about
cute to
it.
eat, in my opinion.
What? What
In
did
my
you say?
opinion, in my opinion, deer is too cute to eat at all.
Who? What?
Deer.
Oh yeah, I tried deer jerky. It's nasty anyway. I was curious, tried it, and it was nasty. I wouldn't eat deer anyway. They are so cute. And I also tried duck on a cruise ship. It was like, ew. No, I would not kill a duck. I'd rather have a duck as a pet.
Rabbits are too cute to eat too.
I cannot imagine eating a rabbit. Even though the cats here killed a rabbit and ate it. And I had to show my significant other it for proof and evidence. Because I love to back up my words with photographic evidence. Just in case. So that people can believe me. See, that's how bad it's gotten around here. I had to prove myself and still not be believed. Oh, I hear. There's Kamala.
It's oh hold on.
She's
Oh god.
beautiful.
Let me see if I can.
She's also
Why is she
Indian.
wearing all black though?
It looks good on her. And she's Indian too. I mean, the real India. Not native, but India. She's like, she has a lot of mixed in her that she's the exact epitome of what America should be.
Hmm. Her hair is always gorgeous.
Uh-huh. And I love that her husband's going to continue to be a professor and work.
Hmm.
Oh, there goes my phone. Just a notification. This is the day to celebrate. Tomorrow is work for work.
But they working today. Like they
I
on
know
good
they
stuff
are,
today though.
but we as America is taking we as those who voted for him are having today as a celebration to have the day to just say yay and and just be happy with everything because at least nothing bad happened as well. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
I
John
already had
Legend.
my drink for today.
That's why John Legend was there.
Yeah,
And
his wife
Christy,
posted a picture earlier.
oh, his wife gave it away. His wife gave it away. They were there, and he was practicing, and she
And they
shot,
brought
and yeah, and she and they took pictures. Oh, they made sure they were tested 3 times. I think maybe a lot of times, 7 times. They made sure they were tested, and they are taking precautions. They can do it as long as they take precautions with it.
hmm
I love hearing
I
John
wonder
Legend sing.
I wonder how much does the White House staff, like the cooks and all those people, I wonder how much they have to get tested.
Yeah, and I wonder how much they hear. It's like that show, Downton Abbey. Um, they tend to probably hear a lot,
Yeah, because some of them were crying when Obama left the last time.
and that means he was really a good person. Right there, there's your proof. If anyone asks if the staff and stuff loved him, then they
And Michelle still make the children do their bed, like make up their bed and stuff. Like she didn't play that.
exactly. I love the dynamic between Christy and I think it's Christy or Chrissy. No, it's Chrissy. I'm sorry, Chrissy. Tegan and John Legend. I love how Chrissy goes on and really it nails Trump. She called him a psychopath. I love her tenacity. She is brilliant and brave too. Even at one point, I think I cussed Trump out. At one point, when he was president. I'm glad he isn't now.
Thank God. Like
Yeah, that's over. I can understand how this is very much off of y'all's shoulders and my shoulders too, because Trump was nothing but an arrogant bigot, racist pig. Never mind, I'm sorry, pigs. Pigs deserve more respect than that. Los Angeles now. They're passing the mic. They're doing all this from home. This is cool.
Did you watch the parade across America or something like that earlier?
No, I did not. I just seen the inauguration. I didn't watch much TV.
But it was cool. They had like one or two places from North Carolina being shown.
Mhm.
They did
That's
stuff for like
cool.
all 50 states and the Virgin Islands. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
They had like a clocking group from Boone representing North Carolina. They were good too.
That's cool because there isn't that many people that'll be good representatives from Salisbury. That's for sure.
Do you know, like, even my kids were happy. Like,
Kids know. Kids know when a person's good and bad. No offense, even Salem took up with me more than he did everyone else. Kids know. They're not
cause they,
dumb.
they're
They're
like the
not
purest
dumb at
form.
all.
They're like the purest form of humans.
And probably more heartfelt.
Like I just hope that Biden seriously takes in consideration all the children that's still at the border without their parents, and I hope he reunites them
Hope he
with the
does.
parents.
That was messed up. Even under Obama, he never separated the parents from the kids. I
Mm-mm.
think everything of that needs to be disbanded. Don't put them in cages at all.
That's Hitler type shit. That's the same shit Hitler
Exactly.
did.
It's like concentration camp type shit too, which is the same thing as Hitler type shit. I know we don't need to be doing it to anyone else. We did it to the Japanese, to innocent Japanese people. We
And we
did
did
it
it to
to,
Native Americans too.
yeah, natives first, Japan, and then now. The thing is, they don't want to admit it, but they are for immigration only when it suits them.
That's true,
Precisely.
cause there was a citizen of the Cherokee Nation who supported Trump.
They need to be kicked out of the Cherokee Nation. Seriously, they do. That's betraying their own. And I know one person I talked to on here who was QAnon, who was a QAnon believer. She tried to tell me that she's like 75% native, but she couldn't even label the tribe. She couldn't even name the tribe she's from. Um, and second, she didn't want to learn about her tribe because she hates them so much. Then why even say it? And third, um, she tried to tell me that Tom Hanks was a pedophile, and they did this stupid thing that was disproven. She sent me a site that disproved her argument. That's how stupid she was. I'm just saying.
That's sad because I would love
That's sad
to.
because I'm at least maybe a third Cherokee, and I love my Cherokee heritage. It ain't about blood, it's about your love for your people. That's the main point of natives. That's the main point they grew up is love for your people. That should matter the most.
And for me to come from a place not really knowing where I came from, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
because
have.
all y'all's are my s- all your some of y'all's are my some of the some of the black history was wiped out because the white owners were cruel and burned y'all's papers. Booker, Cory Booker's family wanted to figure out where they were from, and his parents went to the house where his ancestors, I think, were owners at. Not were owned at, and they tried to get the records, but the guy over it threw them in the fire, burned them. That's
That's what
why.
happens in a lot of cases.
That's probably what happened to a lot. Why you can't figure out everything about your ancestry. Oh,
And
even
it's
Tim McGraw's actually singing. Was he for Biden?
and it's sad because like we have to go through slave schedules, and we still have to go through white people to find out who we are. Like, and that's sad.
And that is horrible because that shouldn't be the case. Because you should be able to look for yourself in yourself and not have to depend on other people, you know?
Like it was really sad. Like looking at a slave schedule, seeing people listed that's young as 2 listed as property. Like who does that?
I'm surprised nobody. I'm surprised from day one nobody said it was wrong from day one when they did that shit. No
Somebody
one's.
did. They just didn't listen.
Yeah, but not enough did because a lot of them were too lazy to do their own work, and some of
That's
them
like
are still. And a lot of them are today based on a lot more whites are on actually welfare. A
that's
lot
true,
of
and
more Republicans too.
I keep telling people that without black people, there would be no America, especially like it is today.
Exactly, y'all built the foundation for it. But guess who loves taking credit for stuff they don't want it they don't do?
Yep.
Sounds like a former president too. But then if he's been impeached, would he still be in the on the wall thing as a president?
I don't know. Probably if Clinton's still up, his should be.
But he didn't get removed from office either. He may
True.
have gotten impeached but not removed.
True. And technically, I still like Clinton. I really do.
What?
I still like Clinton, even though what he did was wrong.
I know, but what he did wasn't as awful against America. It was more of a personal life,
Hmm.
idiotic choice. And how Hillary's still with him, I have no. Let me see. If someone did that to me once, they're out.
I think that was more of a power move, to be honest. You
It
know,
usually is.
like she doesn't
But
need
still,
much
that was
nothing.
betrayal. That was ultimate betrayal of someone's trust.
And it's not like she didn't already come from money, so it's not that wasn't an issue.
Uh-huh.
And Hillary tried to tell us. She tried to tell us this will all happen.
Yeah, Hillary tried to warn us. But no one wants to listen. Everyone wants to put down Hillary. Everyone's still going on about her emails when there was nothing found. Nothing found at all. Then why didn't you convict her then? If they found something. I mean, come on. Even my nephew went on with Hillary at that time. Oh, I think she went off. I hope she comes back. I know I've said some things I trying to convey. It's hard for me to convey them in a certain way. I love family diversity one. I love diversity. Inauguration. Maybe we can finally get started. Becoming the America that we can be proud of. We can't really be proud of our history, but we can be proud of who we can be in the present up till the future, who we decide to change and to become. I have Obama up. I met Obama and then Biden. I see my mind slipping. Never mind, they don't have Biden, they got Bush. And then Clinton, the original three formers.
Trying to come back to normalcy, deal with totally abnormal challenges, and do what we do best.
Okay, I'm gonna add her back. Welcome back.
Yeah, someone called me, and I was just talking to a church member. Someone called me, so that's why I logged off.
Okay. They have the Obama, Bush Jr., and of course Bush Jr. That's the only Bush living. And Clinton now.
Oh, I know Michelle Slain. They'll be talking about that later on. I'm really pulling for Kamala because they're gonna come for her before they come for Biden, and we all know why.
Yeah, they already started with Biden with this one thing about a bike, a certain type of bike.
Mm-hmm.
They can't find nothing on Biden that much other than him being overly emotional or him emotionally supporting or hugging his granddaughter. I don't know how they can get anything on Kamala other than a case they didn't agree with. And she explained the procedures behind it and it was understandable then.
Mm-hmm.
If you get all the information, she's in the right on it.
At least there's someone over the police, Capitol Police, that cares about their job seriously. It wasn't for Trump.
Eugene.
And if you notice today, there was a lot more black officers shown throughout the
Yes.
whole proceeding.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for Governor Cooper because he helped send troops there to make sure nothing happened.
Yeah, Governor Cooper is supported Biden. Definitely. I love Cooper. Um that's one good thing in North Carolina that happened.
Now, we will celebrate more of America's baptism.
And I I don't know. Cooper would be a good vice president. He would be a good president.
Yeah, but we've had a history of old white men. We got one more. I
I
think
mean,
the next election or the next two, we may have a woman president.
the poet that spoke today, Amanda Gordon, she said she was going to run for president.
She can't until she's 38. I checked.
I know, but still, she's not that far from it. I mean, she is young, but she's not
Neither
that.
am I. I'm only 8 years from it.
So that means like we all need to plan early.
I have a friend that's studying and actually has a degree in this area of politics. She's wanting to become the first woman. She's brilliant and smarter than I am. She's Hawaiian native.
Hawaiians are beautiful people, man.
She's beautiful. She's a plus size too. Her name is Kimmy. Um, I think I still follow her on Instagram. Let's see. I'll look her up. Oh, Shauna's gone again. Shauna. Kimmy Goodell. At one point, I don't know if she switched or not. I'm gonna send it to her. And I think she would be a brilliant too. I love how everyone's coming together though. I hate the gaslighting. I really hate it. Let's see. Let me do something right quick. Inauguration was amazing. And again, firework. I like that song. Shout for you. I don't know if she's coming back on or not, but we have an opportunity for women of any nationality to become what you want to be. There's possibilities for everyone now. Not just one, but everyone. It's beautiful. Baby, I'll firework. Colors burst. Ah, 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 oh. Your original cannot be replaced. Future holds after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Why all the doors are closed? And it leads you to the perfect road, by Joe and Jill. Joe and Jill went up the hill and won the White House. No one fell and cracked the shell, and the bad guy went running to keep my logo. Oops. I cannot pronounce that for the sake of me. It's so beautiful, the fireworks. Your firework colors burst. Ah, 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 ah. Boom, boom, boom. There's one thing. You call a womb and it's spelled WOMB. But a bomb, you can't even call it boom? Seriously, man. Ah, yours. Your work. Which is why the American language is kind of weird. Ah, boom, boom, boom. And brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Your work. Let's bring in the new times. And let's normalize seeing someone that's different from us as the same as who we are. You know? I know sometimes I get words twisted. I hope there's not orange people mad at me because I don't think any person normally would be orange. If so, I apologize. Y'all don't deserve to get downed with Trump. You don't. Mm-mm. I guess now it's over.
You have just been watching an extraordinary program of
Wow.
impact and message put together by the incoming Biden presidential team, seeing the three former presidents there together endorsing peaceful transfer of power, sending President Biden off with good wishes, this even from Republican President George W. Bush, the musicians, Katy Perry there at the end, the fireworks. The fact that the Biden family themselves are watching
Wow.
outside.
That's amazing.
Ordinary Americans, 8-year-olds who put food banks together, nurses, teachers, the frontline workers who make this country a great place. It's been a privilege. And that concludes our special live coverage of this inauguration day for President Biden and Vice President Harris. It was an inauguration from start to finish like no other. I'm Judy Woodruff. Join us online and again right here tomorrow evening as we examine the first full day of this new administration. For all of us at the PBS NewsHour, thank you. We hope you'll stay safe. Good night.
This program was made possible and by contributions to the PBS station for viewers like you. Thank you.
I don't drink on due to mood, but oh, I'm so glad. I am so happy.
Of disaster relief.
Okay, I'll turn that off. Usually I don't watch much TV or news. If I do, I find it verifiable, like sites on here. And I don't want to be in there when they talk about it. They always get me. I'm learning to control myself. That's why I get myself out. It's flavored water. I had put in this Fiji bottle. No, not flavored water. It was like a fruit punch drink. Technically, I drink both flavored water, fruit punch drinks. And some Dr. Pepper. I think Dr. Pepper is probably my favorite company. My favorite products. Weird because they're owned by both Coca-Cola and Pepsi. So when you are in an argument between who owns it, I'd say both. Because both have stock in their company. It originally wasn't an original company, though. So, but overall, I'm happy with how the inauguration turned out. And it's a time for celebrating and uniting. We can have different opinions. However, I don't think human rights is something to be an opinion. It's fact. You can't control people. You can't manipulate people into doing what you want them to do. If you do that, that's control. That is abuse. You know? Mm. It's and it's good to feel free. Like I can make my own choice about my own body. You know, except I'm in a red state about to go to a blue one. People will say I'm a dimwit going to this place because Corona has been bad there. My heart's there, my home's there. And this place here ain't my home. This is a cage here. And it's time I spread my wings. metaphorically, and being on a plane is literally. Inauguration. Went off without a hitch, without anything bad. See, that's why I don't trust my gut at times. You can be wrong. That wasn't my gut feeling, it was just a feeling. And feelings can be wrong. I'm so glad nothing happened. And I hope everyone that stormed the Capitol gets arrested and gets what's coming. Just justice. Nothing more. Nothing less. Just justice. Like, what goes around comes around, and apparently no one learns with every action has an equal and opposite reaction, also known as when every action has a consequence. Time to be happy and celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration. Lasts throughout the year. I think I'm gonna call it a night. She was on, we talked, and I'm glad that she came. And I forgot to tell her to come because she ran out. This is Rebel Heart Rose. We can have a weight lifted off of us and breathe again. I hope y'all celebrate, stay safe, and don't overdo it. Ta-ta for now.